Alrighty then, let's see here. Got a lot going on right now. Doesn't look like we're quite online yet. Let's see here. Or are we? And it looks like we've been online for about a minute. Okay, that's pretty good. We're getting a pretty late start today. I might need to figure out how to get around to scheduling these things and hitting a go live button, kind of like we do on YouTube. We'll play a little song here. Send the stream out to anybody who might care. There we go. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a late start here. To be totally honest, I overslept this morning because I was up late last night doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's really just trying to fix something that was wrong with my computer. And, oh, what do you mean unstable? Anyway, I had something wrong with my computer that took a little while to fix last night. I don't even think I've managed to fix it yet, but I was up till like 3 in the morning getting that good, getting it to a point where I couldn't do anything else. And then took me a while to get out of bed today. And as you can see, I've still got things to set up. Achilles, you are in the way. Come here. You always manage to be right where I need to be. I need to fold up that treadmill, and you all climb on it like you're about to do a mile on the treadmill. You're not about to do a mile on the treadmill. You are not about this life. Ah, goodness. My voice hasn't even woken up yet, gentlemen. Ah, walking around here like an old man. Achilles, stop climbing on my laptop, gosh darn it. What the heck? So anyway, we still got a little bit of setup to do around here. What do you think about that, Achilles? Alright, let's see here. Do I want to shorten this? No, I don't. But I do want to fold it up. Alright, come on. Pedals was right. I do need to... I'm pretty sure I have other pins that aren't so rusty. Maybe I just need to drop this one in some vinegar for a couple hours, let the rust fall off of it, give it a little polish. Ow. Ooh, caught myself right on the thumb with that one. Alright, I'm just going to put you over here, just be out the way. Alright. Let's see, has anybody joined in? We got 7, and we got Gamer Brownie. Hope you guys are doing good. We're going to be getting started in a little bit here. I'm going to hop inside real quick and get myself a big old cup of water so I don't get too terribly dehydrated. We got one cat out here. I know they're both out here. I just don't know where the other one is right now. Anyway, I will be right back. this down here. What song are we listening to? Chai Crow. Alrighty then. Alright, so we gotta get to warming up here. Oh, actually, hang on. How did that even happen? The clock is all wrong. Hang on, I'm gonna want to fix that before I get to anything else. Achilles, you are still in the way. You just managed to be in the way no matter what you do. What made you want to sit there? Here, you know what? Let me do this for you, Achilles. Scoop a cat. There we go. Here. Hang out there. That's a nice spot. Alright, so why the heck? Okay. So it is definitely not August anymore. Let's see here. It is October. And the date is the 13th. Okay, hang on. Yeah, we'll do 12 hours. This is, and it is 11:26, so that's right at least. There we go. And 11/26, 2025, October. There we go. I like Fahrenheit. I'm American. There we go. Now the clock is correct. I don't even know how that got out of sync. That was weird. Alright, so let's get to warming up here. I've delayed for long enough. So, if y'all remember from last week, I was very silly in setting my 10 push-ups for $1. So, our local villain, gentleman by the name of the Raptors Talon, and he's got a villainous name and everything, throws $10, which is a very nice, generous tip, and we're grateful, and says, do 100 push-ups. So I do. Then he says, do 200 push-ups. And by the time he gets there, I am, burned out. And in the middle of another exercise. So by the time I get done with that exercise, I'm like, oh man, I've been working out for like 2.5 hours here. I am actually just burned out for today, so I'm gonna need to take a rain check on that. He throws another third 10 and says, why don't you do 20 minutes of planks instead? I'm like, I can't do 20 minutes of planks. I think I would just, maybe physically I could. I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried to do planks for more than a few minutes at a time. And he goes, okay, if you're gonna be weak and take a rain check, here's another $10. You gotta do 400 push-ups. And I'm like, okay. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna, at the very least, we're gonna get warmed up here. Some nice gentle stretches for these old bones. And we're gonna try to do 400 push-ups. Now, I have never done 400 push-ups in a day before. At least I don't think I have. Even in my craziest training, way back in the day, like in my teens and 20s, I would, I'd warm up, and part of the warm-up was a set of 100, and the set, you'll hear me say set a lot, and that tends to mean like the gauntlet of typical body weight exercises that you might do. The push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, various forms of crunches, various forms of leg lifts, really get all that. And we would do 100 of them back to back to back to back, each one of those exercises. Or sometimes we'd do 50. It was, it would just depend on the day. And but then that was really all the body weight that we did that day. And so we'd spend the rest of the time just drilling or training or sparring or things of that nature. So I don't think I ever did 400 in a day. There was a period of time where I was going to say working a job that I hated, but that's been the vast majority of jobs that I've had. But basically at this particular job, I just needed to be away from the eyes of the manager as much as possible because this guy made me want to punch him. And I'm not exaggerating at all when I said that. This guy came so close to getting punched so many times, and it's like he knew exactly where the line was. He would stop like just shy of it. Like he would just harass me to a point where I'd be like, okay, please just say one more thing or take one step closer so I can justify what happens to you next. And then he would just stop right there. And he would leave me alone for a few minutes. And then he'd come back and start it again. And I don't know why I was his favorite target. I just tend to be the favorite target of people like that for some reason. Anyway, told you all that to tell you this. I needed to be away from that guy as much as possible. So I'd hide in the bathroom. I'd complete a task and I would, take a bathroom break. I was also drinking a ton of water throughout the day to make sure that I actually needed a bathroom break. And so to prolong that as much as possible, I'd drop into 10 or 20 or 25 push-ups. And the record I got to on that day, when I was doing that, just taking all those push-up breaks, was I think 230. Just spread throughout the day. Then I needed to take a degree test back in August. Right, so we fast forward a few years now. We go back to August. I'm testing for my next degree. And part of that test, I'm going to do some extensions while I talk here. Part of that degree test was I need to do 300 push-ups in continuous alternating sets of 25, I believe. Yeah. And so I believe that was 12. Or no. Yeah, it was 12 sets of 25. And I was continuously alternating between push-ups and sit-ups for that. That was my record there. But no, that wasn't my record. Because a few weeks prior to that test, my teacher had me doing a cardio exercise where he had me do 350. Alternating sets of he'd have me do a kata, then he had me do a bunch of kicks, and he had me do a bunch of push-ups. Just one after the next, and that ended up being 350. So that's 350 is my record right now. So today, once I get to the push-ups, my plan is I'm going to start with sets of 20. I'm going to drop, do 20, take 10 to 15 seconds, then do another 20, and just see how far I can get like that. Before I need to stop and do sets of 10. But yeah, I don't want to be sitting here doing push-ups for 2 hours, or actually at that rate it would probably only take about a half hour. I can't even fully stretch out and warm up today because I was training on Saturday and I got kicked pretty dang hard in the legs. And what's funny about that kick is in the grand scheme of things it actually wasn't all that hard, but the guy that kicked me just was that freaking strong that even though he didn't really kick me all that hard, it hurt really freaking bad. So now I'm having trouble bending my left leg, because anything that puts pressure on the quadriceps right here is don't do that, what are you doing? So we're doing some light stretches today. If anybody's out there watching, how was your weekend? Tell me if you did anything fun, or just in general what you did. I know I saw a few of you in my other live streams over the weekend. It's always nice to see you guys, and I do appreciate you coming. Please excuse and forgive me if I complain occasionally that I wish my viewership was a little higher. Let's see here. Some light stretches today. Ah, goodness, my left leg actually doesn't want to move. Let's go, come on. Wake up, left leg, I need you today. So after we get done with all those push-ups today, we'll see what we're going to do. We're definitely not going to do the regular routine like we were doing last week. Because we are not going to have the strength for that. But, I'll definitely hit some core, maybe some legs. Pull-ups, maybe. I don't know, what kind of exercise would you guys want to see? If you know what you want. We'll do that. Alright. I don't know if I got splits today, but let's see. Alright, center split is alright, I guess. Alright, right side split. Left side split. If anyone's going to give me trouble, it's going to be this one. Alright, not more trouble than usual. There we go. Alright, that's good for now. Oh. Get the camera back on my face. Let's see how chat's doing. Woo! There we go. I can feel the blood starting to flow now. Gamer Brony saying, I actually got myself prepared. Got a Gatorade mix. Gatorade mixes are pretty good. Made sure to eat breakfast earlier. Set my alarm up so I wasn't late. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry I was late. If you're setting alarms, getting ready for me. Alright. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? Haha, Blood Archer saying perform those push-ups, wipe away that debt. Yeah. You also might have noticed I freaking switched the perks. I was telling Silverquill about it, and he's like, 100 push-ups is worth more than $10. I'm like, I agree. So, I don't know if that'll stop somebody like Talon, but it'll certainly slow him down. Elisa's saying, good morning, I'm working on breakfast while you're on for sound. Alright, cool. Let's see, Achilles went off to go adventure on the patio. There we go. My big highlight was playing Dead by Daylight. Someone that is lacking in skill, yeah, that'd be me. Also, you're kind of a prick. You freaking camper. Blood Archer. What the heck is wrong with you? Alrighty then. Gamer Brony wants to see the cat again. Let me go find him. Billy's. Come here. Come here. Well, Achilles didn't want to be picked up in the moment, but Zeus came over, and he was sleeping in a gosh darn flower bed. And he is all dirty now. But, oh, and there's Achilles. Achilles followed him over. I wonder if I can pull off the double cat scoop. Yeah! Look this one, chat. I got two cats. I have two hands. One is for holding kitties. The other is also for holding kitties. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm getting a sip of water there. Alicia is saying I did stretches with her boyfriend yesterday and went on a walk. That's good. I'm actually not letting you inside, Achilles. Not yet. This cat has found a way to get into my cupboards and eat my bread. Alright. Where's the button I'm looking for? I've totally forgotten where it is. There we go. Okay. Kata, as per usual. It's a little bit, this to warm up. Get the blood flowing a little bit more. There we go. Come on, Bronny, wake up. Got some equipment in the way here. I also need to pull back my elbows a little bit more. Woo! Cat stances are painful with a bad leg today. That's a cat stance right there. I'm on my students all the time about pulling their elbows back. Better make sure I do it myself. That would be really embarrassing if one of them tuned in. Ah, crud. There we go. Saw me cheating katas. There we go. You know what I need to do, guys, is I need to get more sweaters. Because I've really only got two that are like this, the polyurethane mesh material, breathable stuff. Got the Jinkazama one, I got the Shadow Bolt one. And the Shadow Bolt one's the only one that's really good for stream right now. The Jinkazama one is too black. And I blend into the background. Ooh, yeah, this hurts pretty good. So I'm training on Saturday. We're doing kicking drills. I catch that one leg kick from that guy. And later on when my leg hurts, I sent him a text message. I said, Sensei, that hurt pretty good. How hard did you hit me? He writes back and says, about 20%. I'm like, oh my god. If he actually hit me with any kind of intention, my leg probably would have actually been broken. 20% is nuts. I was thinking that was probably half. Maybe 25%. Nope, 20. There we go. Oh yeah, left cats or right facing cat stances are pretty rough right now. Nahanchi. anything involving the quadriceps on the left leg is no good. Something gets stuck in my sock. It feels like it's poking me. Don't forget, guys, if you want to learn any of these drills that I'm doing, $25 a month on Patreon. Seriously, there's something poking me in the sock here. Let me see if I can turn the sock inside out and fix that. Tell me, are we there yet? Get this sock back on. There we go. Okay, yeah. Whatever was stuck in my sock there, I've gotten it out. I feel better now. Cool thing about having the laptop right there is I can sort of see my form and how badly I'm messing it up. There we go. There we go. So, after the guy I was training with tells me he hit me at 20% on Saturday, I said, okay, we got to do that training more often then, so I can get stronger. He goes, yeah, we can do that anytime. I said, then show up on Saturdays, please. Saturdays are really the only time that I get to train for myself. Outside of that, I'm teaching. And I like teaching. It's not bad. But I often don't get to do any training myself when I'm teaching. Oh boy. I've got to do a double jump kick right now, and I don't know how that's going to go. Let's see. Okay, woo! That was not as bad as I expected it to be, but I certainly felt it. I should probably put I think I said this last week, but I should probably put the camera off to the left of the room, because that's the side of the room I end up facing more often doing these drills. You guys are looking at my back most of the time, and I don't like that. Now this part's hard because I gotta take 3 steps towards this corner, but there's a bench in the way. There we go. Now for the isometric. This stance is called the Sanchin stance because it is performed during this kata that I'm doing right now, which is called Sanchin. It's a very old kata. In when karatekas do Sanchin, it's meant to be an isometric breathing exercise, meant for conditioning as well. Typically when you test this, you have people hitting you with sticks and kicking you in the chest while you're just focusing and doing the kata. There we go. Now, I told you all that to tell you this. The Sanchin stance is very hard to hold in socks on a mat floor because I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but let me zoom the camera in to my feet, and you guys can see what I'm trying to talk about here. So, well, my socks are black, but we'll see here. Basically, this is a front stance in karate. My back leg straight, my front leg is bent. I got about shoulder width, a little bit wider here. My toes are on line with my heel. So that's the front stance. The Sanchin stance, for the kata that I was just doing, I need to turn my toes in and then dig my heels into the ground so that my hips come forward. Now, when I'm barefoot or on a tile or a wood floor, this is really easy, and it's a pretty strong stance. But like this, I could just very easily slip out of it. So it's kind of hard to do it right. Let's see here. What's next? Kusanku. That's where I left off. The Hanchi stance, which is the third drill that I did, has a similar problem where it's meant to be pigeon-toed, which is hard to grip in socks on a mat floor. That hurts. Let's see if I can do this. Not with a jump, but I got it. All right, here we go. Jump kick. There. Not so bad. All right, one more empty hand kata. I actually need to step back for this one. This one was very far forward. Gotta manage my distance in this tiny room. Grab, pull, strike. Knee. Punch. There we go. All right. Oh, crud. I just realized something. Never plugged in the Ethernet cord. I've been on Wi-Fi this whole time. How's the stream quality been? Especially out over on Twitch, where it tends to have problems. Knew I was forgetting something. All right. Okay, let's give her 2 minutes. And then we'll get started on push-ups. What's the name of this song? Chemical. All right. All right, let's have a seat and figure out our framing for this challenge. Oh. All right, that's as far as I can zoom in. And that'll probably be a good frame right there. Just kind of put that off to the side. All right. We're going to get started in 1 minute. I should probably put my shoes back on. So I was saying earlier, I need to find more sweaters like this. Now, I got this sweater from Otaku Plan. I was on their website yesterday. They got a lot of really cool ones, so I might get a couple more of those. But what I really want, I want to get a Wonderbolt one too. And I know they exist. I've seen people wearing them, but I cannot find it. So if anybody's got eyes on that, let me know. Probably gonna get like 3 of them. Alright. Alright, so we'll start with sets of 20 here. Now if I can do 20 all the way through, then it should only take me 20 sets to get to 400. But if I gotta drop down to 10 at any point, that's just gonna make it take longer. Alright, we're gonna go on the bass drop. Here we go. Follow along if you can. Here we go. Alright, there's one set down. I just had a really good idea that I wish I thought of a second ago. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. I ended up needing a restroom break while I was at it. But here's the plan. Wonderbolt by Prince whatever. I actually don't know if I have that on the list, but I'll check it in a little bit. You know what? I'll check it now. Might as well. I'm on a rest. I like this song, though. Oh, you know something that is on the list? It's right here. Alright, so here's the idea. I'm gonna lose track. I'm gonna lose track of counting. So got some sticky notes and a marker here. We need to do 20 sets of 20. We've already done one. Oh, we already listened to this song. Cartoon Retro Boy 64. Alright. I have no idea if he's actually talking to me or not. If he's saying he's tagged somebody else and said you got a new subscriber, that's me. If you're talking about me, Ronnie Buck, cool, welcome. But if you're talking to another guy, I don't know who that is. Either way, I've never seen you before. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show. Let's do some push-ups. There we go. All right, that's 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, the 20s are already starting to get difficult. Frick. Guys, I'm not nearly as strong as I used to be. And I was never as strong as I should be. This is bad. Wonderbolt by DB Pony, featuring Prince whatever. Yeah, I don't think I have that one on this list. All right, let's see here. Shuffle play. All right. Next set. All right. Okay. 10 seconds. 9. All right. Come on. Gotta finish this set of 20. Nope. Okay, just gotta do 2 more. Come on, come on, come on. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Okay. Well, we got to 100. Doing sets of 20. We're a quarter of the way there. Let's keep going. In 30 seconds, we'll start with sets of 10. Get a sip of water. Okay. Okay, let's do 10, see how we feel. Whew. Oh, there's another 20. Whew. All right, let's see here. There's 10. Got 3 more to go. And he's set. There's another 20. Okay. Okay, I don't like the way this is going so far. Alright, on the beat drop. Let's see if we can do 10. Okay, there's 10. Alright, there's another one. Another 20. Ooh, gentlemen, this does not bode well. Sunset shimmers from daylight, starlight glimmers through the night, twilight sparkles through darkness, and everything's alright. I don't think I can, but I'd like to finish the next 100 by the end of this song. The beat drop here, we'll see if we got 10. Okay, that was 10, good. Here we go. Come on. Oh, so close. Ah! That's another 20. All right. One more set of 20. We're at 200. Okay. Starting to develop a puddle of sweat over here. After this next set of 20, I'll read chat and catch up. Okay. All right, here we go. And even sitting in resting position, it's hard on the arms. Oh, crap. Oh, man, nope. There's no freaking way I'm at a limit already. Come on. That wasn't even one. It's like as soon as I hit the resistance, I just couldn't. Let's go. There's 10. I'm going to have to put a limit on how many reps of an exercise I can do. Because past a certain point, it stops being good for you. You start actually doing damage to your muscles, especially the tendons and the shoulders. I need those, gosh darn it. I'm supposed to be making them stronger, not blowing them out. All right. Okay, on the start of the verse, let's see if I can do another 10. Okay, that's 200. Halfway mark. Let's take a little break. Got me breathing hard. What do you think, Achilles? Achilles wants to go inside. Maybe I'll let him inside. But first I gotta lock up a cabinet in there. Otherwise he's gonna get into it and eat my bread. Don't eat my bread, you stupid cat. I'm sitting here torturing myself trying to get this bread, gosh darn it. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's get another sip of water. Okay. Okay. Oh, so close to 20. All right. Let's get these last 3. 1, 2. Here we go. There we go. All right. We're past the halfway mark, guys. I really hope I can still do bench press tomorrow after this. Oh, come on. Shouldn't have tried to do 20. I should have just did 10 and left it. Oh, it's not even coming off. Come on. Really? Am I failing right just past the halfway mark? What the frick is this? Come on, Brawny. Ah. God. Oh. There's a lot of things that I hate, guys. But being weak is probably at the very top of the list. Alright, on the beat drop, I'll try to finish this set of 10 here. I think I've done 3 already. Alright, here we go, here we go. There we go, there's the 10. Alright. I can't mark it yet because that's not the 20. Gotta give it a little bit of time. Hit another 10. Man, I'm sure there's people out there where 400 push-ups is nothing. I gotta be that guy. I also gotta not be 40 pounds too heavy. That's probably the source of a lot of my problems right now. I'm 40 pounds too heavy. I actually wish I could get back to 175. Or heck, even 185. I don't know if I can. I probably can't. But, I wish I could. 185 felt real nice. A couple of years ago, right before Ever Free Northwest, I got myself down to 195. That was real good. I looked good too. I looked muscular. Alright, here we go. Another 10. I said another 10! Not kick out into position and fail. Okay, there it is. All right, we're at 220. Let's grab a sip of water. So, a little trick to pulling more out of yourself is in your breathing. If you've ever watched Demon Slayer, it's kind of like that, only a lot less magical. If you breathe deep, you exhale all at once, it causes you to flex all the muscles in your body at the same time. So you throw your whole self into everything you do. And when you do that, you find you can go a lot further. The trade-off, as you're witnessing right now, you dehydrate yourself faster, because I gotta scream into every single set of 10. It's just hard on the voice there. Alright, let's see if we got another 10. This is taking too long. Come on, come on. There's 10. Okay. We're at 250. Okay. Another 10, another 10. All right, 260. Some aviators. Haven't listened to aviators in a long time. Oh! Oh, guys, this might be it. This might be it. If I can't even get up for one, we got a problem. Okay. Oh. All right. You know what? Let's take a couple of minutes here. Try again. Let's read chat and see how they're doing. Goodness gracious, guys. Whew. Oh no, this is John Kenza and Prince whatever. It sure as frick sounded like aviators. I don't know where Talon is. You better watch this later on YouTube. Otherwise I'll feel like I did this for nothing. I'm only slightly past halfway right now. Right at about the 2/3. No, I'm not even at the 2/3 mark. Or am I? No, that's about 2/3. Palin is saying starting to not like Talon. Oh, I stopped liking him on Wednesday of last week when he prescribed this. Alicia's saying, or you could be doing your best to be healthy for you instead of trying to be like someone else. Alicia, here's the thing, Alicia. That somebody else used to be me. And it's very, very frustrating to have something and then lose it. Especially when that's something like is important to your life and livelihood. And you look around and you see other people, you know, being where you used to be and ahead because, you know, they were where you were when you were there and you stayed behind and they kept moving and now they're ahead. It's really freaking difficult. It hurts, actually. I do not like looking in the mirror and seeing that I am not as I once was. It's extremely frustrating. Crazy Whore 116, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad I've motivated you to work out. Alright. What do we got here? A Kieran tale, yeah. Alright, at the start of the verse. We'll see if we got another 10. Alright, here we go. Oh! Nope, this might be a problem. Guys. Let me see if I can switch to double wides. I was trying to avoid switching to double wides because they're technically easier because they use more chest, which is a bigger muscle group. But we didn't exactly say that they had to be, you know, standard push-ups. Oh, no, this might be a problem, guys. There's the 10. Okay. Wow, who would have thought I needed to switch to knuckles? I think I was losing strength through my wrists. Being flat-handed. And being flat-handed is technically a little bit easier than knuckles. Because with knuckles, you're directing all of the force over a finer point in space. And with your palms flat, you're distributing the weight a little bit better across your hands. So, muscularly, the stuff that push-ups work, chest, shoulders, traps, triceps, palms down are easier. Double wides, easier still. But just now I did knuckles, which put more pressure on the triceps. But because because I've got my wrist straight and strong and reinforced, I'm not losing any muscularity through the bend in the kinetic chain there. It's a little bit of a ramble. It's kind of gibberish, but I don't know. Maybe I'd be able to explain it better if I sat down and thought it out and wrote myself a script. That I can usually talk a lot better when I'm on a script. And if I hadn't just done 270 push-ups, let's see if I got another 10 in me. I always encourage my students to do their push-ups on their knuckles because I want their wrists and their knuckles to be stronger so they can punch harder without taking recoil. The vertical fist is one of the ultimate techniques in all of martial arts. Learn it. And you will instantly punch at least twice as hard. Sometimes even 3 times. 10 more push-ups. Let's go. Okay, that's 280. After the next set of 20, we'll take another little break. Agree, chat. I'm getting a headache from the exertion here. To be totally honest, guys, I don't know if I can make it the full 400 today. I'm close. I'm going to feel really freaking bad if I get to 300 and then I can't finish, but I have to acknowledge it's a very real possibility. But anyway, we're going to see what we can do here. Starting to get a headache from all the exertion. If I can get to the 400, that may very well also be all that I can do today. I was hoping I could do the 400 and then do something else, a core, legs, Morcata, something. But I knew it was going to be hard. I thought I would at least get to 300 before I feel the way I feel now. All right, at the start of the next course, we're going to try for another 10. Come on, Ronnie, rest your arms when you're not in position here. Please, 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 please. Here we go. Please, 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 let's go. That's 300. Stop doing that. Are you guys seeing this? That's the sign of exertion right there. That's what getting stronger looks like. The nervous system can have a little bit of Parkinson's as a joke, or as a treat. That's what I meant to say. Holy frick, guys. All right, let's see here. Who we got in the chat? Tamagotchi Killer NYC. That was dark. All right, let's see here. At least you're not living in a van down by the river. I suppose so. But, oh, goodness gracious, if I don't fear going back to that. I've done it once before. And things are pretty rough out here, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not doing it again, though. Death first. Take a rain check and rest for later. Nah, man, we're at the 3/4 mark. We're going. We're going until we can't go anymore. Or until we're done. It's... My arms are hurting, says Gamer Brony. Gamer, tell me about your exercise so far today. What have you been doing? So, Rainbow Dash did in fact say there's a difference between pushing yourself and being reckless. But I think you're misappropriating that quote right there, crazy whore. And I'll tell you why. She said, Rainbow Dash had said that to Lightning Dust. And the reason she had to say that to Lightning Dust was because Lightning Dust was pushing herself so hard with no regard for the people around her and her teammates and civilians, you know, so she was actively hurting people in her recklessness. And when it comes to being reckless with yourself, as far as I can tell at least, there really isn't much of a difference between being reckless and pushing yourself as hard as you can. And yeah, that you know, trying that hard is really good, and if you do that naturally, you're gonna, because you're usually gonna reap what you sow. You're gonna get the results that are directly in tune with the effort that you put in. And at that point, you know, as long as like your form is good, your breathing is good, you're not actively hurting yourself in the pursuit there, then, you know, your training and your reps are one of the only things in life that'll never betray you. So, you know, if you're sitting here just going at it until you can't anymore, then yeah, you're hurting yourself in the good way, in the way that's going to get you stronger. But like Lightning Dust was like starting tornadoes that were like a real hazard to herself and the other Wonderbolts and her teammates and things like that. So, I mean, I'm just sitting here alone in my weight room. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Not anybody important anyway. Who am I gonna hurt in here? Ronnie? I hate that guy. That guy deserves to hurt. I hope I kill him one day. Alright, let's see. Let's try for another 10 here. We're into the 300s now, guys. We cannot stop now. Wow. I feel like this this was anticlimactic, this song here. Alright, here we go. Okay, there's 10. Alright, there's 20. Okay. Victory is in our grasp. Far too close. Far too close to fail or give up now, boys. Let's go. Oh, was Spitfire Rainbow Dash said that too? Well, to be fair, she was referring to Lightning Dust when she said that. So, minor mistake, but, you know, thank you for nonetheless. Alright, let's do another 10. Let's see what chat's saying. Legs, arms, and yoga poses. That's pretty good. My booty looks really good though. Frick, don't let my wife hear you say that. She'll come after you. Oh. Okay. Alright, on the course, we're gonna try another 10. I need to snack up to get back up, but I'm easy to please. And then she struts on by with that look in her eye. My hunger gets me so hard that I'm ready to cry. My sweet tooth aching as I pass a pristine hourglass full of sugar called the Calorie Queen. She's got a wide selection, carries everything. Yo, we could do this now, but we could also do it later. But look at the crumbs on her chest, and with her when she has to follow the rest. Come on, come on, come on, come on, run! There's 10, okay. That's 330. Need a snack, gonna grab one off the rack. The only girl say, oh my god, she really loves that Fukashi, man. They can't handle the Dakashi, y'all. Took and get the sick off to that thick, but can the creature takes it down with a lick of the lips. Who's saying hello over there? Katarina Fit, hello. That's a new name. Hope you're doing well today. Let's do another 10 push-ups. Oh, come on, so close. All right, that's 340. Okay. Want some comfort food, what you be eating? She's got the milk duds, fine puns. It's truly sweet and not a drop of synthetic. Yeah, eating this bread till diabetic. She's copacetic, always chilling, never lazy, just ecstatic, energetic with a little bit of crazy. I know she doesn't keep track, whatever, everything like goes wrong to top it in the back. Stutter! Get down in the knees, son, and show her that ring pop. You know you gave her cherry flavor, now the cherry's getting popped. Katrina's sick today. That's no good, Katrina. What do you got? Okay. Come on. Hit another 10 before the end of the song. Let's go. Oh, I couldn't do it. Oh. There's 7. Oh. Let's get up and do 3 more, Bronny. Gotta get up. Okay, there's 350. All right, folks, we are tied for my record of push-ups in a day. Holy frick. Been doing push-ups for an hour. Facing another end-level boss gamer? Okay. Nice. Good. Get those legs, dude. Legs are more important. Okay, there's 360. So far I've blown out my triceps, my shoulders, and my wrists. We only got to do 40 more push-ups. Let's see if the pecs can carry me the rest of the way. We're going to take a little bit of a water break. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay. Let's get down here and see if we can do another 10. I've had to switch to double wides, which kind of sucks. I was doing real good at regulars, but I was failing a little after 300 there. When you can't even get up for one after taking a long break, you can't do anymore. Let's see if I got at least another 10 in me. Come on. Okay, 20 is good. All right, guys, one more of those and we're done. So, while I take a little breather here, try to nail out this last set all at once. Let me give you guys a little lecture here. When you're exercising, there's a pyramid of things that are more important that you want to really focus on before moving on to the next step. And I say it's a pyramid because, you know, you've got to build up to it. And it's impossible to build a pyramid from the top down. You've got to start at the base. The base is the most important thing. So, how does the pyramid work? At the bottom is breathing. That is the most important thing. You've been doing it since shortly after you were conceived. You're going to be doing it literally until you die. So, you've got to make sure your breathing is right. You can pull a lot of power out of yourself just by breathing right. If you can breathe right and you can control your breathing, you're going to get a lot more out of the workout. If you can't, well, the best case scenario is you don't really get anything out of the workout. You're just kind of, well, literally wasting your breath, wasting your time. The worst case scenario, you freaking pass out or suffocate yourself or freaking die. Lose brain cells from oxygen deprivation, right? So anytime you're doing any kind of workout, and even, you know, when you're not working out, try to focus on your breathing. Start, you know, deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs and stomach. Out slow through the mouth. Become cognizant of that. Become aware of it. Think of, you know, enter manual breathing mode. And think about it in everything that you do. Control it. And the more you control it, the easier it'll be, especially when you're under stress, when you have a lot that you need to do. After that is form. So, similar to breathing, once you get breathing down, then you can make sure your form is right. The form is the second most important thing. It is one of the root causes of everything. You've got to understand your form to know what kind of muscles you're working, how to work them, understand your body, right? Understand when you're reaching the limits of what you can do versus when you are hurting yourself or going too far to a point where you're going to cease to get anything out of the workout. Once again, if you have bad form, best case scenario, you don't get anything out of the workout. Worst case scenario, you develop bad habits or muscle imbalances or injuries that then take time to recover from. You got to start all over again. After form, then you start putting in effort. But if your form is bad, so like me, you know, and I've had to switch to a few different types of push-ups over the course of the last hour or so, and that was because I could no longer do those push-ups with good form. I would have had to sacrifice the form, and I'm not doing that. So I'm switching up to ones that I can do. At that point, once you got good form, you put in the effort. And once you put in the effort, you're going to start reaping what you sow. Roughly the results that you get, if your breathing is good and your form is good, then when you put in the effort, you're going to get results back according to the effort that you put in. And generally, more is more. More effort means more results up to a certain point. And that's where we're at now. We've got the breathing, we've got the form. Now we're putting in the effort on these last 20. After that is reps. You know, the better your breathing, your form, your effort, the more reps you can do. And then as you gain more reps, you reach the pinnacle of the pyramid, which is speed. How fast can you do those reps? For me, not very fast. It has taken me over an hour to do 400 push-ups. And I've had to switch my form at least thrice. And I've failed a good few times along the way. But we got 20 left. We're just going to nail them out right here and now. I wonder if I can do fists. Nail it out and get me a freaking protein shake. Nope, fists are not happening. We're going double wide. Ending on a Crony Fandom Classic. Here we raise this bar. I know it's a bar, not a bar, but yeah, we're raising the bar already. Okay, here we go. On the beat drop. Hit this last 20 and be done. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah! Come on, you punk! 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Oh. There we go. You know, I kind of feel like I cheated taking so many breaks along the way, but my debt is paid. Now, to get on my feet. Okay. Breathe. Talon, I hope you watch this at some point. I hope it was worth the money. Because that is never gonna be that cheap ever again. Oh. Okay. Let's do some breathing, guys. Feet shoulder width apart. Chin up. Shoulders back. Chest out. Hips forward. Feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly bent. Inhale, deep through the nose. Reach for the ceiling and open up your arms. Hold for a second. Exhale slow through the mouth. Let's do 9 more of those. I've lost count. Let's just do a few more. One more. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Chrissy Horse saying to everyone, what do you prefer, arm exercises or leg exercises? Well, me personally, I can't choose. The whole thing's important. You don't want muscle imbalances. You're gonna cause all kinds of problems as you age like that. Gamer Brony beat the boss. Good job, man. Take a breather. We've been at this for about 2 hours, maybe a little longer. Actually, no. We started at 11, 17? 15, 17, something like that. So it's almost been 2 hours. You know, a lot of that was spent in downtime just trying to recover for the next set. Frick. But yeah, it's about time we go get some protein shake. That'll be my meal for the day. Gotta cut a lot of calories still. Last week was really good. Started the week, checked the weight, 40 pounds overweight. Frick. 30, maybe 30, 30 pounds to 35, 40, I don't know. I'd like to get back down to 190. But, so, ate real good. 1 meal a day. On weight, on powerlifting days, had a meat for lunch and then the protein shake after the weights. Days like today, cardio days, Just the protein shake was my only meal, so real good caloric deficit. I ended up being like 220 by the time Thursday rolled around, which was really freaking good. And I was like, oh man, maybe my metabolism isn't as bad as I thought it was. Maybe I just needed to stop being so freaking lazy. Over the weekend, still, well, let's see here. Friday, I ate a lot on Friday, I'll be honest. Had some ice cream. Shouldn't have done that. I don't deserve ice cream. So, what did I eat for dinner on Friday, too? I don't even remember. But it was a lot. I ate a lot on Friday, more than I should. And Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? Saturday we had a hot dog. And I think I had some chicken on Saturday, too. Sunday, I made us a breakfast pizza. And holy frick, that's a good breakfast pizza. There's still some in the refrigerator calling my name, but I can't have it. Not while I'm 40 pounds overweight. I can't have no breakfast pizza on a not a cheat day. So, doing the same thing. I'm just going to go have a protein shake with some creatine. That's going to be my only meal for today. And, but yeah, I mean, I ate a lot over the weekend, more than one meal a day, and I weigh myself in this morning, and yeah, I'm not 230 anymore, but I'm 226. So I got down to 220, and then I put 6 pounds on over the weekend. What the frick? So maybe there is something wrong with my metabolism, because that's not normal. That's not normal. Most people eat way the frick more than I do, and they don't gain weight that fast. So I gotta figure out what's going on here. But yeah, that's the story of my life. And to answer your question, Katrina, why am I still in clothes? Well, because it's appropriate. This is not a hot tub stream. I know I'm on Twitch right now, but we're working out, alright? Maybe I won't wear sweaters when I'm only 10 pounds overweight instead of 30 to 40. Until then, gotta hide the bulk a little bit here. And we'll build up some muscles. But, if you're at all curious, I'll show you. We got the Captain America shirt on today. There we go. I would not say it's cold, though. It's colder than it has been, So I live in the South, and as you know, it gets pretty warm and humid down there. But, I want to sweat more. I need to sweat more, so I need to, on top of just being self-conscious about my body, I gotta sweat more. So yeah, we're wearing a lot of layers, wearing a lot of clothes. Drink lots of water. Yeah, Gamer Brony, we're done. Take a breather. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up right about now. So, thanks to everybody who tuned in. I hope you had fun watching. We will see you again Wednesday, hopefully at 10 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully I won't freaking stay up too late and sleep in too late again. We'll see you then. If you want to support the channel, check out Brawny Buck and Patreon, or you can leave a tip in the link in the socials there. Anyway, stay safe. God bless.